Quite the way to wrap up the homestand here in 2022. Big win. What do you think of that?
Yeah, well, I don't think we were as good as we've been, certainly, but got a couple of big saves there in the second period. Individual brilliance on a couple goals, which put us in a good situation. And then I thought we grinded in the third and did kind of what we needed to do to close the game out. So. It's good to win games like that, and I think we've played very well, and we've not won some games where we've played very well, and it was good for us to just find a way to get it done even when we weren't at our best.
Well, that's the old saying, good teams find ways to win games. Your team's now up to third in the Pacific. Is this kind of how the season was kind of always going to tag along for you guys? Is this how you saw it sort of playing out a third of the way through?
Well, I think it's hard to look that far ahead at any point, but you do want to improve as the year goes on. You want to build as the year goes on. I think we're seeing individual development in a lot of our guys, and just learning, what we need to do to have individual success, and of course, team success being the main goal, because ultimately we're trying to show we can be winners, so that we can be winners at the next level. So, we're making progress. We're going to enjoy some days off here, and then get back to work after Christmas.
There's a point in the second period there you kind of broke up the reliable Dowling Round Lockwood line and ended up getting a goal within 30 seconds of that, and then another one before the period ended to take the lead into the locker room. How, it's not always easy when a line's been performing as well it has consistently to break it up, even if it's just for a little bit, but clearly it paid off. Yeah,
well, we lost the center, so we were mixing and matching anyway, and just was trying to figure out a way to manufacture some depth, build some momentum. Obviously lacking face-off guys too when we lose a center. So I think we did a good job, as that period went on, and certainly into the third, of just scratching it together, finding ways to advance the puck, finding ways to survive.
There was more so yesterday, but definitely tonight as well. There was a lot of experience, especially on the blue line. Can you just talk about, it's been at times very young group, kind of when you mix in a lot more kind of experience and veterans, just kind of how that balance goes back and forth?
Yeah, well, definitely last night with Dermott, he's got a lot of pro games, so that helped a lot. I thought tonight it was, we were missing Keeper, missing Dermott, obviously throwing Leaps and Kalanick, guys with not a ton of pro experience. So it looked different, but I thought, again, we just found a way to make little plays, and we got some big saves when we were maybe a little bit sloppy, and our forwards, a couple, Lockwood individual play, Deej to individual play to Dowling, who ends up scoring. Those are big moments for us.
You just touched on it there. Delia back in the lineup tonight, a couple of key saves. How big was he tonight?
Yeah, he made some really big saves, especially the second period. I thought we were not good to start that period. And he made some really spectacular stops that allowed us to stay in it, and as I said, made a couple plays, and then all of a sudden we go into the period with the lead. Big difference.
Bit of a break now before the guys head to Manitoba. Obviously it's time off for Christmas and everything. Is there any sort of plans just to kind of stay in touch and everything with the team, just to kind of to get through to Manitoba to keep the streak and just keep momentum going?
Yeah, well, they got the group chat going. I'm sure they'll be in touch, and but I think it's also good to just get away and hopefully not think about hockey for a few of those days, and then we'll have a travel day, we'll have a practice day to get reset. So I don't think there's a big urgency to be thinking hockey all the way through the break. We'll ramp them up when we get to Winnipeg.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach. Happy holidays.
Thanks, guys.